waiting for it. Okay, it's recording now. We're at week 2. Haley, where do you want to go? If you want to buy anything, she's in the classroom.
I don't know what is there to buy, you know?
You want to go see what she has to buy?
Not really.
The thing you would really want to buy is $10, though.
Yeah.
Library?
Library?
No, I already went.
I don't think you have, but you can get money here.
I guess I'll go. I don't know.
That day, you spend some time in the library's PC managing your start kicker. You guys get that joke?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Kickstart.
You deceive lots of people with the sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain plus 1,000 or plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only 2 money.
Rip.
You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's just about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly...
Greetings, my love.
Never fear, my lady. I will save you from this lascivious cretin.
I'm looking that word up.
I think it's
C-I-V. Wait, someone spell it to me.
Lascivious.
On Google's
I feel like it's lascivious.
That's how I think it's pronounced.
L-A-S...
C-I-V.
Okay.
I-O-U-S.
Okay, it's popping up. Of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire.
Oh! Well, I mean, we're the protagonist in a dating sim. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock.
Oh, God. Wow, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants?
Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own.
The tearaway pants, I can't. Just imagine those, man.
Haley.
Sorry, I know, I'm sorry. What?
How do you even start the word?
You could have Zach read it for you.
It's so...
Like...
Haley, do you want me to read it?
I mean, I could do it if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, just go ahead and read it myself.
Fine, because you can't, get,
You can't get, 2 words into a sentence.
Took a breath.
Anyway, go, Sylvia.
Well, I'm persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so I'm cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek.
It is this exact on fleekness which I seek. For you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours!
Okay.
Ours.
This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. Throw a party so dope Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. Marry the prince yourself, right now.
Wait, what? What's the second one?
Marry the prince yourself, right now. What do you want?
What do you want? Marry the prince or the sex lasers?
You want you want sex lasers?
Why not?
You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started. Great Zorblans of Gorlaxia. I did not know you had such 6 parties in this dimension.
Yeah, boy, this school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics.
Why was that in the
done.
school? That's oh my god.
Don't worry about it. This is Spooky High School. They literally have pointed out multiple times, do not question Spooky High School.
Yeah. Don't apply logic to it.
I'm questioning.
I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you got over there in your snooze dimension. But here at Spooky High School, we have sex with coherent light.
I am truly humbled by the hardiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it was totally it is a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the prince leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. But you gain
Oh
plus
my
2
God.
boldness and plus 1 fun.
Oh my God.
Good job, Haley. You
Oh
humped a
God.
laser. Go, Sylvia or Saliva.
Okay. I'll go for whatever, fucking charm or something.
Oh my lord! That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. Most epic wink ever. You join Miranda and Damien's team for game 2. It goes differently.
Differently.
Come on, shit dicks. Face the power of hell.
What?
Paint this battlefield red, Damien. Grind them all into thin red paste.
Oh my god.
You express your worry and confusion over the number of corpses in the gym. Isn't this supposed to be a friendly game? Friendly?
No.
What the F is friendly? I only have 2 words in my vocabulary. Kill and murder!
Honor, glory, feudalism. These are the words we will fight for. These are the words we will die for. My grandparents are gonna walk in and be like, what the heck are you doing?
Sylvia?
You walked in on you shouting, honor, glory, feudalism.
These are the words we will die for. What?
Okay. Okay. Whoa, you didn't sign up to die. You gotta stop this before it turns into an FPS or something.
Stop it?
Get off my nuts, narrator. You don't understand the ancient reasons for dodgeball slaughter. Many died before us. But we won't waver. Guys, it's just a dodgeball. Just let's throw the ball and have fun.
This one.
Fine, be that way.
Get off my nuts, narrator. Fine, be that way. God.
Bring it on. You cock your shotgun. Wait, you cock your shotgun. Why do you have a shotgun?
have a
And stand
shotgun.
beside Damien. Double kill. Triple kill. Quad damage. The gun is ruined. Blood is everywhere. Half your classmates are maimed.
Oh my God.
Are you happy? Here, have 3 money as loot or something. It's a dating game and you killed a bunch of people. How should I know what to give you?
Sure.
Hey, Ash, where do you want to go?
I'll go, I'm debating between outdoors and the bathrooms. Zach, where are you gonna go?
I'm probably going to go to the auditorium again.
Okay, I'll go outdoors.
Mostly because I want to get my creativity higher than my money a little more.
Zach,
Yeah?
go to the outdoors.
Why?
I'm gonna go to the
That
outdoors.
needs to.
I
What?
wanna go to the outdoors.
Huh?
Outdoors, please.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing. Damn, you don't remember this. You didn't remember you suck at dancing, but you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a
Heck
party to
yeah.
remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Damien's just minding his own business, clothes sliding people when suddenly a loud siren goes off above you. It's the
I
Slayer.
remember clothes-
She's on the roof of the school holding a megaphone and she's looking right at Damien.
Prepare to die.
What's a bowel sack? Put this in your horn and smoke it. Yo mama's so fat when she possesses someone, they don't need an exorcism. They need a liposuction.
Oh yeah? Well, Damien's stuck. It's up to you to figure out a comeback. You lean over and whisper in his ear. Your mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. Fuck you, you Van Helsing looking piece of shit.
The top one.
Oh yeah, well your mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. Your mama's so dumb she thinks the hellmouth is what you get if you suck too much dick. Your mama's so ugly she lost the beauty conscience of the girl from The Exorcist. Your mama's so cursed she...
Alright, okay, quit it.
The Slayer runs off in search of internet for comebacks, but it's too late. Damien's already won. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun.
My fun and boldness are off the charts. What the heck?
Are they
Also, I
really?
remember clotheslining someone in Red Rover.
Oh my
It was
god.
really fun.
Oh God.
Creativity.
He was like 10 at the time.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion. Discussion. Ah! So you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in the kick-ass music.
Are we suctioning here?
It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity.
Hey.
When you go to remove your costume, you see Scott still wearing his tree suit. You haven't seen a tree look so bummed since Woody the Ent's parents were cut down to make way for that mega mall. You ask Scott what's wrong. I really thought I was going to be an important part of this play, bro. I mean, trees are important, right? They give oxygen and shade, and you can pee on them. Plus, the director called me an Atrenzo. That sounds like a fancier actor, so I don't know why I feel so useless. Atrezo means prop, you imbecile. You're not an actor, you're scenery. But I'm not scenery, I'm a person with feelings. And my feelings want people to clap me and tell me I'm a good boy. You poor mongrel. The entire purpose of the scenery is to be in the background, to remain unnoticed. Although, altering the performance such that a tree becomes the primary focus would be dreadfully avant-garde. In fact, it could be my greatest artistic achievement yet. Where'd my phone go? All right, Scott, I'm going to make your dream a reality. We need to brainstorm. How can we put the tree in the center of this play? Scott's not a tree. He's a tree person. He comes alive at the last second and rips the bad guys in half. What if everyone is scenery? Everyone? You mean all of us would simply stand motionless for 2 hours versus various inanimate objects? That would be the most daring performance ever conceived. The rejection of a tyranny of action and plot and characters and entertainment. But won't people get bored? Of course, that's how you know it's art. Hooray! And I'll be the tallest one, so I'll be super important too. You leave Scott with Liam, who has promised to teach him how to become the tree on a truly spiritual level. Gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Let's trade places. Everyone choose a celebrity.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Selena Gomez again.
Justin Bieber.
Who?
Jennifer Lawrence?
Justin Bieber.
Oh my god. Ash?
Wait, wait 1 moment. I was reading Discord things. Choose a celebrity. Josh Modestep.
I don't know who that is. Okay, so we have Josh Mostep,
exactly.
we have Selena Gomez, Jessica... Wait, shoot. Justin Bieber and... Who'd you say, Sylvia?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Players or how weird a video game star to select a celebrity would be. Well, considering I don't know who Ashes is...
He's, like, metal... No, not really metal. He's a music artist.
I think it's gonna go Ash, Haley, Sylvia, me.
Here, I'm gonna find Modestep stuff and link it.
Because at least not Jennifer Lawrence. At least for Selena Gomez you could do a Wizards of Waverly Place game.
True.
I'm just gonna go with this order.
I briefly considered choosing Rami Malek, and that's really good because he played in Until Dawn. Literally.
He's a character?
Yeah, he played Josh in Until Dawn.
Okay. So, where do you want to go? You're going for Damien, aren't you?
Wherever yes. I was about to say where the hell Damien is.
Find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food. As usual, Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table. And also some organs.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, yeah. Not bad, but I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income.
A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them.
And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into.
What the hell?
But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency.
Have you tried developing business contracts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Got it.
Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest.
A priest? You know how my family feels about priests? Ugh. I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everyone in the cafeteria at once.
Righteously flip all the tables.
And make money at the same time. I'm sure there is that. After all, the essence of capitalism.
Screw capitalism.
Set the building on fire and
Communism.
charge an exit fee. Trick everyone into the cafeteria of having an orgy, then film it, blackmailing them.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is a hard choice. This is a really hard choice.
Oh no, I don't know if I would have set it on fire and have an orgy. Oh no.
Yes, that's what
I'll give you a hint. I'm pretty sure this one is what Damien wants. This is what Vera wants.
Okay, then set the building on fire. I was about to say fire. And then...
I'm surprised you
decided
didn't
it.
think of that, Damien. Damien, where'd he go?
Hey, I'm back. I was just setting the building on fire real quick. Did I miss anything?
What about the rest of the plan?
There was a plan? Not anymore. Damien, immune to the fire as he is, continues doing exactly what he's doing before the fire, beating people up for their money and organs.
Let's go.
Okay, Haley, where you want to go?
My screen froze, so I forget the choices. I think it's the auditorium, maybe, or whatever.
No, we're not.
We're at
We're at
cafeteria.
lunch.
No, we're in the
Who do you wanna talk
cafeteria.
to?
We are. Oh, the ghost person.
Polly.
When you arrive at the table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating. They're just taking pictures of their food.
Why did my screen froze?
Welcome to the don't need to eat, so we just take pictures of don't food. Wait, fuck. Hold on.
You're still doing better than Haley. You got at least 3 words in.
Yeah. Actually, she got a lot of words in.
Yeah, I know.
Don't need to eat, so we just take don't food pick zone, baby. Oh my god.
We believe that food, like children, should be seen and not tasted.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever tasted a baby?
Oh,
Have you?
I don't know, maybe. My weekends are usually kind of like a blur. Like last Saturday.
There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later. Polly, right now, we need to focus on these food pics. While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you were busy arranging a dope food pic of your own. And now to complete your masterpiece, a food pic, but instead of food, it's just a bottle of whiskey, ketchup on it. A food pic of Liam taking a food pic. So meta.
I guess I'll take a food pic. I don't know.
Which one?
They're both food pics.
No, like me taking a picture of my whiskey.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes! I love liquid lunch.
Wait, but you don't eat or drink. That's why I allowed you in my extremely cool food pic table. How do you even drink liquor?
Duh, I make an alive person drink it, and then I possess them and suck the drunkenness out of them, obviously.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
is that how she does drugs?
I guess.
Is that how she fucks people?
I suppose it's not too terribly dissimilar to how I get drunk, but why put ketchup on the whiskey bottle?
So it counts as food? You can't just drink a bottle of whiskey without ketchup on it for lunch. That wouldn't be a meal.
Can't argue with that logic, nor do you want to, because then how would you justify getting drunk at lunchtime?
Let's do this.
Okay, Saliva, I know exactly where you're about to go.
Mm-hmm.
Rip my boy, my boy.
Rip your
You arrive
boy.
at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda?
Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks!
Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays. Isn't it great?
It is not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people.
Air people.
Yes, do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news?
Yeah, sure. Because I totally know how to read. Oh my god, my sweet boy. What?
I feel like all of his teachers just because he's so adorable.
Wait, what'd you say?
I feel like all of his teachers just gave him good grades because he's adorable, and that's how he's made it this far.
He's so cute.
Well, I must insist that you cease eating these fish sticks immediately. It is high treason.
Aw, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? Can I just point out real quick? This is gonna sound real bad, but Scott's the only character I've ever met that I'd consider going gay for.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you..." Oh no, this one. "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sport. They contain baldropinol and nerdoflavin. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants."
I'm sorry, Zach, but I have to.
My boy! Oh no, not nerdoflavin and baldropinol. Those are two of the worst ones. Do the air people want me to be bad at sports?
What are eyes?
You haven't noticed it yet? She's done it like 7 times.
Of course they do, Scott. The air people hate sports and sportsmen. It's one of the most loathsome things about them. Loathsome, yes. Aside from their feathers and socialism.
Well then, I'm not gonna eat any more fish sticks ever again. Fish stick Friday? More like fish stick.
Friday?
Friday?
Yeah, man, I gotta tell the rest of the wolf pack about this.
I said something
Scott
other than
runs
Friday,
off to
but
spread
okay.
anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you a most regal smile.
All right.
Who is that tiger character?
He's the coach. I'll just hang out with the coach. You're about to take a first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere. Where's my... Stop! You can't eat that! You're not warmed up yet! Do you want to strain your jaw, sprain your esophagus, pull your intestines? I thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get our food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose the workout. We've got 2 options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food. Absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups. Coach helps you set up your peas and mashed potatoes in a classic football formation, and you animate them with forbidden magics.
Good job.
Perfect! Now the food will get all warmed up, so it's ready to take the nutrients all the way down to your end zone. Hold on.
Who the fuck is that?
The end zone is your stomach and eventually your butt. Your food throws down to the most intense football game ever. It all comes down to a controversial call by the broccoli ref. You turn around to find the whole rest of the cafeteria watching your game and betting on the results. They're even more entertained when you command all the players to dive into your mouth. You gain +4 fun.
What? I try.
Everyone choose a movie. Say your choice out.
Dad, give me a second, guys. I need to do something.
Oh, okay.
Cookies.
I'll be back, like, real quick.
I'll just pause
Okay.
it then. And we're recording again. Okay, so
Yeah, hooray.
so I chose Heather's. Haley chose what?
Love Simon.
And Ash chose
The losers.
The Losers, and then Sylvia.
I'm gonna go with, I don't know, Toy Story or something.
Toy Story is pretty good.
Based on how weird it would be to watch porn based on this fucking movie.
Toy Story?
Toy Story.
Okay, The Losers, Heather's.
For me, it actually wouldn't be that weird because there's some very suggestive scenes in it.
I mean, same with
Like,
Heather's.
it's got, like,
I mean,
insert
honestly,
ensuing.
Mine is like what about a person coming out and I don't even know, just I don't know.
Random.
Maybe it'll put her
Yeah,
first again.
literally.
Oh, it doesn't put whoever he chose
Oh,
first
what?
first. Oh well.
I got lucky last time.
Yeah, he just got lucky
Rip.
last time. I'm not going last again. Finally.
Sure.
Oh, hey.
Can I just point out real quick? This recording has gone a lot less has not taken as long as the last in-game week. Okay. Anyway, where do you want to go?
I don't know where to go. Bathrooms.
That day you skip class and hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is magical, and that grants your wish. What a wall. A deep voice resounding from within the wall says, well, not bold as fuck. Maybe just a bit. Maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Well, lucky you. 1 tow truck, 2 tons of rocket fuel, and 3 gallons of whiskey later, you and Damien are ready to fly to space and punch the sun. Looks like everything's packed. I've got the beef jerky sandwiches and my sun punching gloves, and I even renamed the ship. You see that Damien has painted SS fuck on the side of the rocket in blood. All right,
Yes.
son. Are you ready to get punched? Too bad, because we're coming to... who's going to voice the Coven?
Stop right there, evildoer.
Oh, great. It's the good grade brigade. It's the good grade brigade to come shit in the punch bowl. What do you nerds want?
To put an end to your nefarious scheme, of course. I don't know where that British voice came from.
It's
but
fine.
oh
It actually
well.
kind of makes sense.
We'll admit to being a bit surprised to the mere secondary character turn out to be this season's big bad.
Secondary character?
But to fly into space itself, intent on delivering a deadly blow to the very sun, giver of life, banisher of darkness. It is a plan truly befitting to the climax of our mid-season arc. You must be stopped.
What the dog dick are you guys talking about? I just want to punch the sun because the sun is dumb. And to prove this to Scott that I'm the ultimate warrior. Oh yeah, that's what this whole thing was about.
We will not be fooled. We know your true motives, and we will not rest until you are defeated.
I don't have time for this shit. Ash, can you get rid of these dweebs? I'd do it, but the police say I've already exceeded my murder quota for the week. No way are you letting these witches get between you and your spicy red man crush. What do? Forge an elaborate scroll proving that your mission to punch the sun is part of an ancient and righteous quest. No, you fools! The sun was the big bad all along. I don't know. I don't know which one is going to be the right answer for you.
The sun was the big bad all along.
Oh, so charming. That was the right choice. Okay. Ash?
What? The sun? You're saying it was the big bad the entire time? It's unbelievable, and yet somehow it makes perfect sense. Yes, of course. Remember our beach trip last year? We woke up with burns all over our bodies and couldn't fathom which big bad was responsible. Don't you see? They were sunburns, burns from the sun. How could we have been so blind? Certainly not from looking at the sun. If anything, we haven't been looking hard enough. Forgive us, Damien. We misjudged you. We thought you were the big bad, but you were only a red herring.
I am not a red herring. I am a red man. You managed to distract Damien from murdering the Coven by setting a bunch of rocket fuel on fire. You have to get some more before you can get launched, but whatever. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Let's do this!
Saliva!
I don't know where to go. Heck. I'll go outdoors, I guess.
Oh, sorry. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you he won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept that challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is! You gain +2 fun from poor Bob.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, it goes weird for me, and I have to click like the thing from the last one. And
You
I don't
notice
know why
Vera
it
and
does
Miranda at the edge of the rave with their arms crossed. You dance over to try and find out what's up.
I truly want to be excited about this uproarious event, but
I'll say what we're both thinking. This rave looks like a techno trash fire.
I did not wish to be crude, but it's true. I want to hang out and have a good time, but I cannot relax in this chaotic environment. I'm turning
Put
her
some thought
British.
into this, and I think that the problem is lack of color coordination.
It almost always is. That's why my father painted everyone in the kingdom aquamarine. But we have no legal authority at this rave. How will we ever coordinate their colors? I have to try
That's where I'm
so
stuck
hard
right now,
not to
frankly.
go British.
If only there were some way. Filter everyone through this dangerous magic prisms, or color-seeking German shepherds. I like this one. This one sounds fun.
You pull out the prism of color separation that you crafted in your AP Attack fashion class. You toss it into the center of the dance, and it lights up an extremely deadly disco ball.
Eternally dead.
Look, it's sucking in students and spitting them out in lines according to the color of their outfits.
Why are they screaming? Does that mean it's working?
Yes, that's what that means.
The prism destroys several students because it can't determine the primary color of their outfits, but that's what they get for not matching. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. All right.
So casually destroying students.
I'm gonna go for a little more creativity. I'm gonna go for charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. Player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness and throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy. That's not going to be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now. And you gain +2 charm. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in these secret halls of education. LOL, JK, can you imagine? Zach!
Hooray!
They made me their king! Hooray! And they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes.
Scott, they're furries.
Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries.
I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that.
Oh my god.
No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink.
Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's what I need to work them out to be the best ruler.
Forget it.
Excuse me, did you say that you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy's always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion.
I love this game so much. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire. You know, the usual.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of kink I want to be.
You don't think that's the kind of kink you want to be?
King.
Kink I wanna be.
Just read.
No, I'm not really into guys.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now.
It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Zach? I want them to have a happy time under this rule, Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are sort of things I definitely have not done. And they've made me amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous of their proportions. I think they just deserve the best leader.
I just realized he's wearing like booty shorts. Anybody else?
Please shut up.
And his tree costume literally has a crow where his dick
Yeah.
Stop!
It's true though.
You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers and create the very best flag ever. You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling.
What the hell?
After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again because of decency, but
Oh,
mainly
God.
because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott and admire your work. Whoa, this is genius! No, it's actually a not so bad drawing of Scott shirtless in the words Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by drawing shirtless people. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited. There you are, Zach! Your plan was a success! My beloved furries seem to love the flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless. Which is kind of silly, since they do that pretty much every day anyways. But the important thing is that now I'm the best ruler ever, and it's thanks to you. I would love for you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. Wink. You're pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favorite festivity. You gain +2 charm, +1 creativity.
Let's go.
Okay, Haley, where do you want to go?
Auditorium.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, you're struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. Tell everyone to call you by it. Also known as one of the most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask other players to call you that name until the end of this run.
What?
You do it.
Suddenly, you see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her.
Oh, yeah, shit. I keep forgetting. Ugh. It's the 97th hey I got as an opening line on Tinder.
Oh god.
I just had to puke out of boredom. Hey,
Does-
hey? What am I supposed to do with
You need to go
hey?
find a thing.
Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a fierce dick pic?
Oh,
My lord!
oh no.
People are just copying and pasting a hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person too? I hope not. Oh yeah. If you read the Tinder profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me?
You're beautiful. Are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long.
We'll do the second one.
Hell yeah, drugs! That's a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs.
You wake up in an indiscriminate amount of time later, feeling like shit. But happy about it. So like unicorn shit, where it's rainbows or something. When you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic, and it's clear something went down. Maybe one of you.
Hey there, cutie patootie. I had the best time the other night. Oh god. We should really do this again sometime. And I mean all of it. Even that weird animal style stuff.
Okay then.
You left a couple things at my place. I'll put them outside of your locker.
I feel like it's lingerie.
With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing you left behind. But when you open the box marked Haley, all you see are a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving breasty pigeon.
What the fuck?
I'm screenshotting it.
Okay, I send that to that.
I will after the recording. Neither of those things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think you're so lame. Apparently when she said zoo animal stuff, she meant stealing a bird.
Guys, I can relate to the handcuffs.
So it seems like maybe you guys didn't have much sex, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you, so hell yeah. You go home with a huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs, and the last surviving, what was the last surviving breasty pigeon? You should have been careful with your belongings. Irrelevant. You gain Polly's admiration, and 2 charm and 1 fun.
What?
That
Maybe not have
weekend.
left like bite
What
marks in
happened?
my arm trying not to laugh too loud.
Oh, something happened to Ash.
Sure.
Sure. You're engaging in your favorite weekend activity.
Murdering
Ignoring
people?
anything in favor of thinking about which classmate you'd like to take your prom with and how horny you are. When you find
Wait,
out
what?
that this is apparently reading, when you find out that this is apparently reading on your face.
Oh.
Hey, Sylvia.
Oh god, I have to read this.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Ash, you seem pretty horny
God.
and like someone who sits around all day thinking about who you're gonna take to prom.
Wow, does she have your number or what?
Listen, I'm kind of interested in someone, but honestly, I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular at sex.
Oh God.
I know sex isn't everything, but it's sort of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities. Sorry if this is TMI. Tantalizing monster interaction. But it's someone you know, and I thought you might have some insight. It's Haley.
Oh God. Oh no.
Did she titty break you again?
God.
Okay. Sylvia?
No, not here.
Sylvia, go!
I just love sex. Any position. Missionary, clergy, apocalyptic, upside down nightmare demon, the pentagram. What do you think? Could Haley keep up with me?
Oh my God.
I can
How
only
would I know?
I can only say this.
Why do
She's
you
the
think I
discoverer.
know?
No, wait, no. I can
Why
only
do you
say
think I know these things?
I can only say this. She's the discoverer of the orgasm. Actually, the whole thing is named after her. Haven't you ever noticed the orgasm and anagram of Haley? Are you kidding me? Once I asked her what she thought her section was about, don't ask me why. She told me that it was the natural process of the most living beings to conceive children. She has no idea. Do you want to help Haley or do you want to hurt Haley?
Oh
Help
God.
her. Help her.
Haley?
Oh my God.
Orgasm?
I
Oh my god, you're totally right. I never even noticed that before. Actually, it makes no sense to me. But I'm still gonna assume that's because I'm high and I'm super legit on that level.
Oh my God.
You seem to know your letters and words. I'm sure it'll make sense once I sober up.
Why me?
Deal with it.
Haley invented the orgasm.
I'm just stuck wondering why she thinks I know the character would be able to do that.
Don't worry about it.
Obviously.
I'm a fan of going straight to the source. I only buy opium from the dude who first discovered it, being dead rocks.
Sure does. Does it? Meh. Important thing is, Haley, aka Orgasm, totally owes you one. Not one orgasm, just in general one. You know what I mean. Oh, and you gain +3 fun. Oh, and you gain +3 fun. Okay. That's the end of the second week, so we're gonna stop and start again.